I think they can 300% if they do get this approval and they do start becoming more of a widely used vaccine, not only in the US, but other countries. Hey guys, welcome to DrinkCoin, where we show you how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name is Tyler, and today we're going to be doing an update on OCGN and where I see the stock going relatively soon, just because they've had a lot of crazy news coming out, and I think they're going to be set up to potentially 300% from where they currently are over the next month or so. And a new article that just came out today, it's kind of outlining the different stuff that they've come out over the past week or so, but essentially the Covaxin vaccine that Ocugen itself is working on has been shown to effectively neutralize the Brazilian variant alongside the UK and the India variants as well. This is huge, not only because of help for those countries and people that are struggling with COVID and stuff like that all around the world, but the Brazil variant has also shown similarities to the variant showing up in New York here in the United States. So this is also going to be something that's very interesting to see as we look at more data going out with them testing this vaccine on the different variants and things like that. And what this basically does is sets up Ocugen to become one of the main new vaccines, possibly with them having the ability to mitigate all of the variants at the same time with their specific vaccine, especially with the other vaccines that have been a little bit bigger, that were basically struggling to find an answer for the different virus strains that were coming out and having different mutations from each other all around the world. And the CEO of Ocugen just recently came out and said that they did submit a comprehensive drug master file to the FDA, and they're looking to prepare their EUA application. And for anybody that's not aware, an EUA is an emergency use authorization, which would basically help accelerate FDA approval for them, just because it's something that's designed to help with an ongoing issue, both nationally and internationally, with a current disease because of the pandemic we're in. This is even just more strength for them as both a company and a stock, and where they could be just because of their positioning in the market right now as a COVID vaccine. Now, for the case to show where the stock is for OCGN, I wanted to show some comparisons to both Moderna and NVAX and why I think they can 300% if they do get this approval and they do start becoming more of a widely used vaccine, not only in the US, but other countries. If you look at Moderna, back when they were around the October range, when they were first getting their stuff out and everything, they were around that $65 to $70 range. And then they ended up exploding to almost 180 within just a solid month. So that was about 4 to 8 weeks that they were able to 400% their stock. And even aside from that, going into the further future here in February, they were above that $200 mark. And for Novavax, back in January, they were sitting between 120 and 130. And as soon as their stuff became more widely known and used, they essentially 300%ed from about that $120 a share range to about 331 at its peak. So that's almost 300% for them alone as well, just because of them getting more known to be used as a vaccine. And this sets me up for OCGN as of right now, because they did have this rise back in January, but this isn't with authorization or anything. This is just due to the fact that they were becoming more known as developing a vaccine with Covaxin. And what we are looking to see from them is if they can get that emergency use authorization and possibly FDA approval, I easily see this hitting between $40 and $60 within like a week or two of that happening. If they get more widely used in other countries, I easily see this above $60 by end of year. This is going to far reach past my previous expectations I had in my last OCGN video, and I think this is going to be a nice setup for them as we look more towards where they're looking to go as a company throughout the next couple months. That was my update on OCGN and where I think they're going over the next month or two. I do think, like I said, they hit $60 by end of year, and I think in the next month or so they could be seeing that $30 to $40 range based on where they're currently trading, and if they get approved for that emergency use authorization as we discussed. Other than that, that's going to do it for me in this video, and I hope that gives you guys a little more clarification on where I think the stock is going based on recent events. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.